Hi, this is Sam, part of Sam's Airsoft Production Reviews, and today I am answering a question that was asked to me about a couple of months ago, or a month, something like that. But anywho, let's get to the question. What's the best gun that has good range and decent amount of power that doesn't cost a lot and won't fall apart after a few times using it? Very nice question. To answer that question, I look for 4 top things, and that's what helps me, decide what I want to buy when I look for an airsoft gun. So let's look over the top 4 things that I look over for airsoft purchasing. Number 1 is brand name. Number 2 is packaging, and number 3 is price, and number 4 is type of plastic. There's a woodpecker. But let's go with brand name. Brand name will tell you a lot about a gun. When I purchase a gun, I like to look up the brand name. And when it comes to like brand names like Hexagon, Crossman, Well, or W-E-L-L, I don't know, it says Well, but I've seen a couple of Well guns, they're not, but they're okay quality. I haven't purchased one, I'm thinking about it, but brand names will tell you about a lot. When I find a gun that I like, and I see its brand name or company that makes it, I look up the company and I get reviews on what people think of the company, or I look up the gun with the name of the company, so it does it. Because you can look up AK-47 and you're going to get 90 million different companies that make AK-47s, but then you're going to get different mixed reviews. You know what I'm saying? Some will be like, this is bullshit. Some will be like, this is okay. So, yeah, look up your brand names. If you see a gun you like with a brand name, look it up, or look up the name with the gun and see what people say. I usually like YouTube because, that's more people talking instead of all this writing. Because, some person could say an M16 that's full metal gearbox is crappy, but then, it's like, actually it's a really good gun. It's just they don't know what the hell they're talking about. But anywho, look it up. If you see a brand name of a gun with that gun, look it up. Preferably YouTube. Next part is package. What kind of packaging the gun comes in. When I look up for packaging, it doesn't really play an important part, but it just sort of tells you, how well the gun's been handled. The most common type of packaging is the styrofoam with the cardboard cover and your guns in it. You also got the vacuum seal plastic. There's a couple of good amounts of guns you can see that come in that. Then you got the cardboard, the 2-piece cardboard, and then your gun's protected in this foam matting thing, which isn't bad. I don't see a whole lot of guns with that, but it comes in that. Packaging, it sort of just, it tells you. The only bad thing about the styrofoam thing is it's a popular use. A lot of generic companies that make airsoft guns use the whole styrofoam thing, and that gives a bad name for a lot of other guns, because a lot of people have now got the whole, this gun is crap because at the fact that it comes in the styrofoam packaging. That's kind of a false, I'd like to make a false statement to it, that it is false, because I went to Big R and I had looked at, when I was doing my research on this, I found a LG9 rifle, sniper rifle, tactical gear, not bad. It was a pretty good gun for $169. I'm thinking about buying it. It came in the styrofoam packaging, and it was a good quality gun. So don't let the styrofoam, scare you to buy a gun. like I said, research the gun, because brand name does play an important part to all airsoft guns. So yeah, packaging is like it's almost a number 2, but yet I pick it as a number 2. So don't let the styrofoam packaging scare you. If you see a gun you like that's in a styrofoam packaging, then just research it, look it up, and see what people say about it. Okay, next part is price. Like they say for tattoos, a good tattoo isn't cheap, and a cheap tattoo is not good. That plays a good part on airsoft guns. When it comes to airsoft guns, you have your gas, your electronics, and your spring. Spring rifles are going to be your more cheaper guns, while electronics are going to be your second highest, and then your gas are going to be the most expensive, because they're probably made out of full metal. I mean, you cannot really find a gas gun that's made out of plastic. Amen to that. Walmart sells these pistols, I noticed, and they're like $11, I guess, with tax and all that. And it's not a bad quality gun. And that's just handguns. But like, I won't spend less than $35 on a rifle that's supposed to be electronic and stuff, because then it's probably going to be a shitty piece of plastic. Never spend less for an electronic gun. Always spend a little bit more than $35. If you can spend more than $35 on an electronic gun, then it's going to be a good quality gun. If you went to a place and they sold an electronic gun for $25, that means that gun must be a piece of crap, or the guy cut you a deal. But more than likely, that gun's going to be a piece of crap, because electronic guns have a little bit more functioning going on with inside it, so it needs a good quality gun to hold the what was it called again? Damn it, the gearbox. And if you don't know what a gearbox is, it's pretty much the thing that helps the gun fire the pellets. Every gun has a gearbox. Spring gearbox, metal gearbox, and then you got your gas gearbox. Let's see. Next part. Yeah, but price is always going to play a good important part to your gun. If you don't think that you should spend $100 for a gun that doesn't look like it's worth it, research it and see what people say. If you get more yays than nays, then it's good. If you get more nays than yays, then it's bad. I usually watch about 10 videos. I look up a gun and watch 10 videos, and I sort of keep account of, like, common, like, this gun is good, but this breaks on it, or this gun is good, but the clip breaks on it, or this gun was great, but the battery doesn't last long, or something like that. So, yeah. If the battery doesn't last long, that should be an automatic thing to say, don't buy an electric gun. Next part is plastic, and I am going to show you what I mean when I talk about plastic. Okay, I'm going to talk about right now is the quality of plastic that some airsoft guns come in, okay? Here's my Night Prowler. You may see a review right here. Okay, so this is made out of plastic. This whole gun is made out of plastic. But what makes it great is it's a hard, sturdy plastic. Hear this? This gun has been dropped before and it has not cracked. Barrel's, the barrel's still good. I have to tighten up some of these screws on it though. But still a good quality gun. What I do for airsoft guns sometimes is I check the quality of if it comes with a plastic or is a plastic, I always do the knock test. Here's how you tell if it's a good gun, okay? See how you don't get an echo back? Here's how, I did have a pistol that was made out of this cheap plastic as this magic coin. Just, you know, here's how you tell if your gun is a cheap piece of crap. See how it's louder? This gun was an airsoft gun and it broke. This was one of the dangers of buying a cheap brand name gun. Watch. Sounds good, right? But it's really light and the cocky negative still works. Wow. After all these years being in the garage. This is a cheap gun, okay? I got this gun for $18. It wasn't really even an airsoft gun. It came with these miniature small paintball BBs. But it broke actually, and I had to take this thing apart and like redo the whole thing. But it's a cheap piece of plastic. Also, it says made in China. That should tell you a lot. And then again, I think so is the Night Prowler. Yeah, Night Prowler is made in China too. But so when it comes to the quality plastic, always do the test, you know. Or even I like to do the weight test because you can tell a good gun by its weight. I mean, some guns come with the weights inside them, so it's like, oh god. So if you're not, gun still got the power to it. But when it comes down to it, look at the plastic quality to it. You know, if it doesn't sound like it's too, if it's too thin, if it sounds too like, you know, if it's like tap test is loud compared to then you got a good quality gun, because you know the plastic's thick and it can take a beating almost. Like this gun right here, see how hollow that thing is? It's really just a hollow shell of a gun. Yeah, if I had a generic gun, I would show you. Like, I'll show you something like right here. I'm going to do this because I don't really care for this gun. I will show you why this gun is a piece of crap, okay? Watch. See how easy that broke? I hope you notice that this is a piece of crap. This is what a piece of crap gun looks like. See how thin and brittle the plastic is compared to like the Night Stalker? See, like the Night Stalker, I won't do it to the Night Prowler. It probably would break. I don't know, but see how the Night Prowler? I mean, this gun, I barely even dropped. You know, I barely even pushed this thing, and this thing broke into 1,000 pieces. So yeah, this thing's a total piece of crap. If you want a piece of crap gun, then go for it. You know. See. But this gun, it doesn't break. It's a good quality plastic. So, this is me just signing off. If you got any more questions or anything, ask me about it. Feel free. Feel free. 2 links below. One's to my page. One's to my group. If you would like to join the group, join me. If you like my page, like it. Ask me any questions you like. Other than that, please enjoy, and I hope I answered your question clearly enough, okay? So, have a nice day.